tone. Now remember that tone is the reflection of an author's attitude toward his or her subject. So the way an author speaks about a topic, that's the tone. So let's take a look at this brief example. The school's decision to add 4 more vending machines shows that it thinks the health of its students is unimportant. Instead of working to make needed changes, like adding better computers to the school, it decided that students need sugar, caffeine, fat, and empty calories instead. It is ridiculous. What kind of message does it send to the students? We are taught in our health classes to avoid sugary, fatty foods, but now students have 4 more chances to swell up on junk food. The so-called food sold in these vending machines will make the student body grow, but it will be measured in pounds. So let's take a look at the tone of this piece and what allows us as readers to figure out the author's tone. So one of the first things that happens is a comparison between what the school could have done with the money, adding better computers, to what they did do, suggesting that they're providing students with sugar, caffeine, fat, and empty calories. You also have the line, "It is ridiculous." They could have said, "It's wrong, this is a mistake." They could have even said something like, "The money should be spent differently, this isn't a good choice." But instead, the author uses the phrase, "It is ridiculous," to suggest just how ridiculous they find this prospect. Another example for tone is the use of the words junk food. This is a diction choice. The author could have said swell up on snacks, but instead they go with junk food, which has a much more negative connotation to it. Then you have this phrase, the so-called food, that's sort of ridiculing the food that's sold in the vending machine, suggesting it's not real. And then finally, you have the phrase student body, which is used in this context to talk about the unhealthy options in the vending machines. But student body is a phrase that can also mean the population of a school, the students that attend a school. So some of the choices that are made by the author in this passage help show us the author's attitude toward the subject. So the way the author feels about the school's decision to add vending machines instead of buying computers. Now, it is always possible to describe the way that a writer uses language. Therefore, every piece of writing has a tone. If you're asked about tone for something that you've read, every piece of writing will have one. It's just a matter of trying to figure out what the author feels about their topic. So on your assignment, you have some tone words. And what you're going to do is you're going to define the tone word that's listed, and then you're going to find a quote and explain how you know that this tone is shown, I made a rhyme, in the story. So the word giddy, you're going to look that up. Then you're going to find a quote that you feel shows this tone in All Summer in a Day, and you'll explain it in your copy of the assignment.